Generative AI can help you to generate new contents with the help of the large language models. Well, we all know this thing, but then there is a question. Can we evaluate the performance of generative AI? If yes, then how exactly we can do that? Well, that's what exactly we are going to see today. My name is Maruti and I'm back with another dose of AI with Azure Cloud. Today we are going to focus on generative AI performance and how we can evaluate that. As usual, we are again going to use Azure AI Foundry portal, which is one of the newest service available in Azure AI Cloud. And let's get started. So I'm in my Azure AI Foundry portal. As usual, the first thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new project. This new project is going to have some meaningful name. So let's say I'm giving a name Maruti underscore Gen AI performance. And then in the customize section, the hub name is going to be also something like Maruti hub with some number. I'm okay with all the other things. The only thing which I want to change is I want to change the location to East US. Remember, this location is very important for this particular project because when we are going to evaluate this performance, somewhere in the last step of this particular lab, we need to have some kind of a compute resources available for that evaluation. Now, if you do not have enough quota available in a specific region, then it can create an issue for you and you won't be able to do an automated evaluation using that. That's the reason I'm choosing East US, because for me, I believe East US is the one where I can have a maximum compute available. I'm choosing this. I'm going to click on next and I'll click on create. Okay, the validation process is going on. Project creation is going to take few moments. And while the project creation is going on, I want to share some important things with you. Guys, you already know my name. I am a Microsoft certified trainer having 18 years of industry experience, and I actually have an expertise on teaching Azure AI Cloud to corporates. Right now, we are on a mission where we are going to teach every individual using our YouTube channel. This is our YouTube channel, which is @Skill Tech Club. We are right now in a promotional phase of this particular channel, and we want to make sure that as much as possible, people learn from this. We are dedicatedly producing one new video every weekday. So basically from Monday to Friday, you're going to get one video every day. And this is something which we have started from last 2 months. If you have any particular person which you feel that they will be interested in learning Azure Cloud and AI, or maybe you're the one who wants to get certified in Azure related certification courses, we are here to help you. Feel free to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so that you do not miss any of our videos. That's it for this. Let's go back to our project because project creation will be done. That's it for this. Let's go back to our Azure AI Foundry portal. Okay, my project creation is actually done. It's just loading my project. Yes, project is successfully created. The first thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my model catalog and I'm going to deploy my GPT-35 Turbo LLM. Let me search for GPT-35 Turbo. Yes, I got my deployment model. I'm going to click on deploy. I'll choose customize and I want to make sure that we are going to reduce the tokens per minute to 5,000. If you're watching our videos regularly, you know these are the common configuration steps which we have to do all the time. I'll click on deploy and then within few seconds, the GPT-35 Turbo model will be deployed successfully. Yes, it is done with the rate limit of 5,000 tokens per minute. Perfect. Now, once this is done, I'm going to open this in Playground. I want to make sure that this particular model is actually responding with the proper prompt. So let me just provide some kind of a prompt like, what can you do? And if I send this prompt, it's going to give me a response. Because it's an AI assistant which can help me with the information, this is what they are actually trying to respond in this. Perfect. Now let me do the next thing. I'm going to copy some model instructions here and then I'm going to paste it here in the system message box. So I'm going to paste it here. This is actually having some kind of an objective which is mentioned for this particular chatbot. So I'm mentioning that you're going to assist users with travel related inquiries, offering tips, advices, and recommendations as a knowledgeable travel agent. Also, what kind of capabilities I want to include in this and what kind of instructions I want it to follow is all which we have mentioned here. Now, for your kind of information, this is one of the official lab which is available on MS Learn. You will find the link of this particular lab in the description of this particular video. So please make sure you check out that. And from that only you can copy paste these instructions. That's what I have done. I'm happy with this. I'm going to click on apply changes and continue. Now, when we do this, the system message is going to control the chatbot properly. So now this is applied successfully. Let me just ask the same question once again. What can you do? If I ask this time, the answer is going to be different because it's having this additional system configurational message here. Is going to show me that I can assist you with all the travel related inquiries. Whatever you need, destination recommendations, travel tips, accommodation, suggestions, this is actually changed now because of my system message which I have given, which is perfect. Now, once this is done, I know that this is going to give me a travel related information, but I do not want to use a chatbot. Instead of that, I want to evaluate the performance of my generative AI model, which is GPT-35 Turbo, which we have selected right now. How can we do this? Well, for that, you have to go into this left side column where we have a section called evaluation. In this evaluation, you will find two different kind of evaluations. You can do manual evaluation or you can do an automated evaluation also. Now, as of now, it's taking me to the page which is showing me that you can assess and compare AI application performance, which is under automated evaluation, and then we have manual evaluation also, which is available here. Now I am going to specify a manual evaluation first. So let's check how manually we can evaluate our model. I'm going to click on new manual evaluation. In the assistant setup, in the system message, I am going to change the system message. In spite of this, I'm going to provide the information which I have shared in that chatbot like this. Model is GPT-35 Turbo, max response, temperature is all fine right now. I do not want to change it here. If you want to add your own data, you can do that also while evaluating a model, but we are not doing it right now. And then in the below section, we have manual evaluation result, in which we have add input kind of a button. Now what I want to do is I want to provide separate multiple inputs. And then I want to also mention some kind of an expected output which are coming with that. So multiple inputs which we will provide, we'll see that what kind of expected responses we are getting because of that. Let's see that. But let me add multiple input first. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 input boxes here. And then in each one, I'm going to provide an input. Also, just to note, all the inputs are available in the same lab document. So please make sure you follow the lab document in which you will find all the step-by-step instructions. I have provided 4 inputs and now I'm going to do the last one, which is the 5th one. Now, obviously, all these 5 different inputs are actually asking separate questions, which are not related to each other. Like the first one is asking, can you provide a list of the top rated budget hotels in Rome? While in the second one, we're asking similar kind of restaurant related questions in New York City. And then same way in the coming questions, we are asking for vacation for a family in Florida or a honeymoon trip to Maldives. And then we are also asking for a guided tour for a Great Wall of China. So these are 5 separate questions which I want to put into this particular model evaluation, and then we'll see that what kind of evaluation result we are getting with this. So once you are done with the inputs, all you have to do is you have to click on this run button and wait. Now within few seconds, you can see it's done. It's showing me right now running evaluation is in progress. One of the 5 input is processed so far. So basically this is actually started and it's just doing 1 out of 5. We have to wait till all 5 are done. Second one is also done. Let's wait for some more time. Okay, sometimes this happens, which is a common issue. It's showing you the run resulted in 1 failure. See the details in each row. So basically in the first, second and third, it got executed. But somewhere in the 5th one, when I'm asking for a guided tour available for the Great Wall of China, they are saying that this request to chat completion created operation under this is actually exceeded the token rate limit for this. So maybe because of the response which is there, it's not actually working with that. So I can say rerun all failed. This is a very common cause because of the token limit, because we have not used a maximum token limit, we have used limited in that. So I think I did rerun, and then once I did rerun, I think all 5 are actually now done. Now let's focus on the responses now. Because we are doing manual evaluation, we need to check each response, and then we need to make sure which one is appropriate as per us. So when I was asking for hotels in Rome, I think they have given me 5 hotels highlighted with the proper details about those hotels. So I think this is a proper response. I like it, so I'm just going to give a thumbs up, the like inside that. Same way, somewhere we have a New York City is a great place. They are giving me something which is vegan friendly restaurant. So they are giving me some of the vegan friendly restaurant names, like Avant Garden is there. And then also there's another one which is by Chloe, which is there. So that is fine. These are the things which they are giving me, but I'm still not happy with maybe this response. So I'm going to give thumbs down for this. And then maybe the third one, which is saying that a 7-day itinerary for a family vacation in Orlando. They have given me day-wise itinerary where I'm going to go into Arrival, then Walt Disney World, then Animal Kingdom, then Universal Orlando Resort. Wow, this is something which looks perfect. I am happy with all the 7 days kind of a segregation which they have done for the itinerary. So I'm going to give a thumbs up. By the way, if you're also liking our videos, you can give thumbs up to us also, and that's going to encourage us. So that will be great if you give thumbs up to us also. Let's move forward. So the other 2 responses are also there. I do not want to give thumbs up or down. In this manual evaluation, we can see right now that the data which we have available here, for the 40% we have given thumbs up, for maybe 20% we have given thumbs down, and the remaining data is still not, we have not given thumbs up or down. So maybe it's something which is average. Now once we are done with this, we will click on Save Results. We'll give some kind of a meaningful name to this. So let's say I'm giving a name, Manual Evaluation Results, and I'm going to click on Save. And this is your manual evaluation which you have done first. Results are saved successfully, which is great. Now I can go back to my Evaluation tab. And if I go into this, this is going to show me manual evaluations, and inside that my result which I have saved is going to be visible. Now this particular result I can check any point of time. So I can click on this, I can go inside that, and I can also check if I have some previously created evaluation results are saved inside that. So this is actually showing me all this configuration here. Now let me go back to evaluation and show you the another way by which you can evaluate your model, that is known as automated evaluations. Now before I do this, let me show you third thing which is here. There is something called evaluator library. Evaluator library is an asset that can be used to run evaluations. You can define evaluation in SDK, and you can run evaluation to generate scores of one or more metrics. So basically this is going to be the one. If you want to associate with the SDK, then this evaluator library is actually going to help you in that. Now I do not want to create a new evaluator right now. We will first try automated evaluations right now. So let me click on automated evaluations. There is an option create a new evaluation. Now before I create a new evaluation, let me tell you, in this evaluation we will be able to evaluate with the help of our own data. So you need to take your some kind of a data also, based on which that is going to be treated as a data set, and on that you can actually evaluate your model. In my case, I'm going to download that file first. So let me just open the new tab in the browser. I'll hit the URL, which is this, and in this case, this is actually my very simple data set, which is helping me to ask some questions related to that. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this in my downloads folder somewhere with the name travel QA JSON L. Just make sure that you are saving this thing with the JSON L kind of an extension, and you click on save. It's showing me the file name is not valid. Okay, I need to change the type, so let me just change back to a specific folder. I'm changing this to all files, and then in the all files I'm going to change it and save it to travel QA JSON L, and I'm going to click on save. Okay, so once we have downloaded our file, which is travelqa.jsonl, we are going back to our Azure AI Foundry portal. We'll create a new evaluation, which is automated evaluation. And this is first asking you, what do you want to evaluate? Do you want to evaluate model and prompt? Do you have a data set? So you want to evaluate an existing output data set, or you want to associate with the prompt flow and you want to evaluate prompt flow. I'm going to choose that I'm going to select dataset right now. In the dataset, the evaluation name can be anything. I think this is perfectly fine. The description can be anything. I do not want to change anything in the first one. I'm going to click on next. And then in this section, we are going to specify that we want to use an existing dataset. Okay, in this, we are going to specify that we want to add our own dataset by uploading a file. So we are going to select add your dataset. We'll upload a file. We will go to that specific location where we have travel QA JSON-L file, and then we'll upload that file. Make sure when you upload this JSON-L file, this is always going to take files in two different formats, JSON-L as well as CSV. So make sure you're just going to have any of these two formats which are supported here. I have my file uploaded here successfully. I'll click on next. And now it is asking me what kind of metrics based on which you want to evaluate this model. Now, these are all the quality metrics which are associated here. Some of the quality metrics are focusing on AI assisted. Some of the quality metrics are focusing on natural language processing. So we have different kind of quality metrics. I am going to select right now two metrics here, which is coherence and fluency. Remember, coherence measures how well the generative AI application can produce output that flows smoothly. It's going to read naturally and it's going to resemble human-like language. So I want to make sure it is actually evaluating based on coherence or not. As well as we want to focus on fluency also, which measures the language proficiency of a generative AI application's predicted answer. So these are the two things based on which we will measure this, and that's why I'm selecting these two metrics. You can select other also. What kind of a connection will be used for this evaluation? I'm choosing my Azure AI service, and the only model which is deployed inside this is GPT-35 Turbo, which is coming here. Once we are done with this, we will click on next. And then in the review and finish, I am going to click on submit. This is an automated evaluation. So remember, this can take some time. And when you are submitting this evaluation, make sure that it is actually going to successfully start the session, is going to configure some kind of a compute which is going to do this evaluation for that. And then once it is successfully done, then only you'll be able to see the result of that. There are many things which they are going to check in the background. So just make sure when you click on the submit, you do not refresh this page and you just wait here on this page, because this is going to create a separate cluster instance in the background. You can see right now the status is where I have to focus. It's showing me the status is not started. I have to wait for some time. After a few minutes is maybe going to show me that it is running, and then after that it will be completed. I have to wait till then. Remember, the basic need for this evaluation to work successfully is you need to have enough quota available for your CPU usage in that particular region. If your subscription is not having enough quota, or maybe you have already used the quota, then you won't be able to do this kind of an automated evaluation. I'll wait for some time and then I'll just fast forward this video right now. Once this is done, I'll show you what kind of result is coming. Also, let's see for me if I have enough quota in East US region, then this will work. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay, so let's just wait. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Let's hope that is going to work fine. Okay, I have completed this evaluation, and if you see the evaluation detail, where they're showing me the status is failed. And they're also showing me that we encountered a problem during your evaluation. Please review the raw JSON or visit the logs for that. Now, this is a raw JSON which is available here. If I go into that, it's going to show me the details which are visible, and somewhere inside this, they are going to show me that log files path which are available inside this. Now, why exactly this is failed, I want to figure that out, and that's the reason instead of this raw JSON, I'm going into my logs. If I go into execution logs, there is nothing. Prompt flow automatic.log, it's showing me that, okay, they have run this thing for a couple of minutes. They have configured some kind of a prompt flow runtime with the Docker PowerShell commands. It got executed with that. And they created the containers also. And somewhere after this, they are saying app inside key is not set. And then they are starting the ingress configuration with this. Now, when we try to focus on this, this whole configuration got executed actually. So there is nothing wrong with the prompt flow automatic configuration. In the prompt flow service also, when we go and check, it's showing me that from all this time it was actually running, And then somewhere in this background, they are saying the automated runtime is not ready in a fixed timestamp. So error is container not started. Somewhere the issue is because of the container which is not started. And as I said earlier, container which is not started can be because of the issues which happen because of that region. You can see right now, the prompt flow service is showing me the status code 503 because of some internal configurational issues in that region. It's not actually going through. Now, this is a common issue which can happen because of the limited quota or limited privileges associated with that region. But yeah, this is how you can check, you can understand that what exactly happening in that particular evaluation. Uh, I am not going further in this right now. So this is something which is the case. If you are facing this issue in one region, I suggest you to try with the different region. Instead of East US, you try with the other one, where maybe you're going to have enough quota and service resources available. So you'll be able to do that thing. I hope you understood how we can evaluate generative AI models automatically and manually. Automatic is little time consuming and cost expensive, while manual is easy and straightforward. So I hope you'll understand both and you'll try both. Thank you so much. Happy learning. I'll see you tomorrow.